And I'm getting all kinds of new rules thrown at me.
Yeah.
Unprepared over here.
I thought I wrote down the rules.
But I have a bad bitch selected, so don't worry.
Have you ever listened to the podcast, Kerry?
Yeah, Kerry.
Oh yeah, have you listened?
Can you guys hear my smile?
Welcome to Dad Fights. Ever wonder what would happen when you put two TV dads up against each other in the ring? Find out with your hosts, Adam and Jeremy.
Dad Fights. I wish to create Dad Fights.
Who's ready for some fatherly advice or a heavy blow to the skull?
Dad Fights. Dad Fights.
Dad Fights. We beat kids.
Alright guys, welcome to this very special episode of Dad Fights, which is now titled Mom Fights. Today is going to be special because we have my wife Jamie and Adam's girlfriend Kerry, and they'll be doing the fight while Adam and I just sit here and watch, because apparently we like to watch.
Yeah, that makes us cooks.
Oh,
You can hear the eyes rolling already.
Yeah.
oh yes. Okay.
So yeah, we're going to have a good one here. I just drew a blank because that's what I do. Shit.
Yeah. So their mom's fighting. Just keep it clean. No, nothing below the belt, and no eye gouging.
And we'll get this out of the way right now, but we'd like to thank Stitcher and Spotify for letting us do all this fun stuff, and they haven't canceled us, so I guess we're doing good.
Doing all right. Arby's is the best, and
Yep.
Jamocha shakes and horsey sauce for all.
But not in the same.
yeah, they're together.
Are we gonna do the albums this week too?
Yeah. Do you have an album that you listened to this week, or something fun you watched that you want to talk about?
Just say it.
Kerry, what do you got?
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
I watch a 3-year-old little boy run around and assault animals with robots.
Nice. I drove a friend to a medical procedure, and so I was trying to find something in my center console that was non-offensive, and I threw in a CD, and it happened to be Jewel, her first album, Pieces of You, or Pieces of Me, or whatever it is, Pieces of You, I think. And I let that play way too many times in a row, so yeah, that was my album this week. It's a little embarrassing.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. It takes us back. Oh my God, we're such
Way back.
90s
Yep.
kids.
Mid
Oh my
90s,
God.
yeah.
How about you, Mr. Man? What'd you listen to
This week, what the fuck was I listening to? Why am I drawing a blank? I even thought about it too. I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen. I've been listening to that. I'm gonna say that, and I can't remember.
Oh.
Hang on, it's coming. It's coming.
It's not.
Oh, okay, it was Nine Inch Nails, the Fragile album. That's
That's
the
a good one.
Yeah, that's
Another 90s.
that's. Oh yeah, 99. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right at the end. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of my favorite of Nine Inch Nails albums. It used to be Broken, and then Downward Spiral, but yeah, Fragile is just it's amazing.
I do like that instrumental one that came out in like early 2000s.
The Ghost one.
Yeah, that's fun. Make you go to sleep music, like
Mhm.
ambience. I listened to Oliver Tree this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you know he came out with a graphic novel?
Really?
Yeah.
That kid's a genius. I don't know if he's a kid, but he's a...
I think he's in his 30s.
Yeah, he looks like he's on that scooter and those Jinko jeans. Yeah.
Big ass Chico jeans. All right. Well, I guess I should do the rules this go around
Oh, yeah.
since
Yeah.
Jamie always does it. Unless you want to do the rules. Do you want to do the rules again? Live on the spot?
Live on the spot? No, I don't think so.
All right.
I don't want to re-record what we have.
So, if you are tuning in for your first time, which I don't see that happening at all. But anyways, the rules of this is we have the two combatants will be basically Kerry will have one, Mom, and Jamie will have the other, and they will say some funny pun regarding that person, and they'll roll an 8-sided die. What is the name of the die again?
It's a polyhedral 8-sided die.
And I'm getting all kinds of new rules thrown at me.
Yeah.
Unprepared over here.
I thought I wrote down the rules.
But I have a bad
you ever
bitch
listened?
selected, so don't worry.
Have you ever listened to the podcast, Kerry?
Yeah, Kerry.
Oh yeah, have you listened?
Can you guys hear my smile?
We listened to one last night. We listened to the Family Boys.
Oh, good old
And
Family
she's
Boys.
like, when do you guys actually start fighting and stop talking all this bullshit? I'm like 20 minutes.
It takes a
in.
while.
That's what you listeners are thinking right now, I'm
No,
sure.
no,
No.
no. That's all podcasts. You talk for fucking 20 minutes about random stupid shit, and then you get 2 minutes of what your actual podcast is.
Oh, then I could could totally do a podcast.
Kicking
Here, I thought I was
mom's
supposed to have
asses.
There you go. See?
here, I thought I was supposed to have like a whole thing laid out and it all had to make sense and
No.
be cohesive, but I guess not. Hey, Kerry, you want to start a new podcast?
Yes,
What do we want to do it on?
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, so launching next week. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We'll get
So,
back to
so
you.
yeah, they roll dice, and then and basically they call out their attacks and roll an 8-sided die. Now I know you did mention it. I'm gonna make sure. How many hit points does a mom have? Because I'm pretty sure a mom has more hit points than a dad, right? Is that what you
Yes,
said?
I believe so. So normally in dad fights, they have 23 hit points. I think moms automatically should get at least 25. Kerry, what do you think?
Let's go with 25.
You like
All
that?
right.
All
Not
right.
because we're weaker, but in fact because we are stronger.
Exactly. 25 hit points because we can take more heat.
That's right.
I'll keep track of
You
your
got-
points.
You got track of my points
You
over
got
there?
Carrie's
Yeah,
points.
I'll take
Okay.
Kerry's
Okay.
points.
Cool.
And now for my favorite segment, family fun facts. Insert music.
Insert music. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-do, ba-da-da-do. Family fun facts. All right. Go ahead, my dear, with your family fun fact on. Oh, do
We
we
haven't
said
even
this-
announced who's fighting yet. Do we want to do that?
So yeah, here's your definition of podcast. We'll just fucking wing it, and then we forget
I guess
things.
so. It's a good thing we have an editing master at the end of the table
That
here.
is true.
Okay. So I guess we need to announce who's fighting, and mom fights. Kerry, who's your fighter?
I'm coming in with Grace Kelly, played by award-winning, highly esteemed actress Brett Butler.
And I will be on the other side of the ring with Miss Reba McIntyre, who played Reba Hart on the show Reba.
I think I forgot to mention that Grace is played on the show Grace Under Fire.
All right. Well, now that we've got that figured out.
How about some fun facts about these two
Go
lovely
for it.
fighters?
So, okay. So Reba, on the show Reba, before all of that happened, so on the show, she's a mom of 3 kids, but long before she ever became a mom or an actress or any of that, she moved in with her long-lost brother after her mom sold her into prostitution. And
Is that true?
her brother was married at the time, and she really just didn't like her sister-in-law. So her brother went out of town for some work, and when he came back, he stopped by the bar, ran into a friend, and he's like, "Hey, just so you know, your wife's missing." And he's like, "What? I haven't even been home yet." And so he gets mad. He leaves the bar, and he's like, "Okay, what's going on?" And he notices his wife really isn't home, and so he goes back to see his friend, because while he was at the bar, his friend's like, "Listen, she's missing, but also, you know, like, everybody in town's had their turn on her." And so he goes to his friend because he's like real mad about it, and his friend, he notices when he gets up to his friend's house that his friend is already dead. And so he fires a warning shot because he's trying to flag down some police officers, and they come around and immediately peg it on him. So all the while, they like throw him in jail, they do a real quick trial, and they hang him. And turns out, way later, they find out it wasn't him, it was his sister. But they let her go because, you know, it's Reba.
Wow. I totally thought you were going like The Fugitive, like the direction of The Fugitive, but
No, do you want to know what it's from?
yeah, what is that? What is
That's actually the story of the night the lights went out in Georgia, which she covered. So there you go.
Wow.
The
You
last
know
line
your
is,
family fun
"Little
facts.
sister don't miss when she aims her gun."
Nice.
Wow.
What you got, Kerry?
Nothing. I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. I'm here representing Grace Kelly. I always liked her sarcasm and wit, dry humor. She's a bad bitch.
She is a bad bitch.
She doesn't take shit from anybody. She became a mother, you know, by the hands of an abusive alcoholic husband, and she left him and is raising these 3 just delightful children all by herself. And all the while working a blue-collar job, you know, working amongst a lot of men, working the oil refinery, pipelines. And at some point in her life, she, as we watch her story unravel, she stands up and she says, I'm worth more than this oil refinery bullshit. And she goes back to school for a higher education. And, things don't really go as smoothly for Brett Butler in her real life. And, the irony involved in a lot of the plot on the show and her real life, they eventually did have to cancel the show, not because of her so-called alcoholic husband, but because of her own junkie habit.
But
Some really sad family fun facts.
yeah, this is supposed to be fun.
Oh,
Well, here's a fun fact about Grace Under Fire. The pharmacist in Grace Under Fire is old Doug from Strange Brew.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he moved down from Canada to St. Louis and opened a pharmacy, and hey, he's just hanging out, slinging drugs.
The show is also set in Victory, Missouri. That's where it's set because, ironically, she moves there when she reclaims her life as a single mom and recovering alcoholic. And then the show comes to a close when they can no longer say that Grace Kelly, Brett Butler, is still living in Victory. The show had to shut down.
Oh.
Oh, I suppose that they couldn't say that anymore.
I mean, they straight killed Roseanne. They can do whatever they want.
I know, right?
Yeah, but when the show's like literally based on her and only
Oh,
her.
yeah.
I don't remember any of the kids, but I remember Brett Butler. So.
She's unforgettable.
I remember Wade. I always liked Wade, the neighbor. Vietnam vet, tall guy.
I don't
Blonde
remember
hair?
any of that.
He looks like
You
a
gotta watch it.
he looks like a
You gotta watch
lame
it.
he looks like a lame.
Penny's dad in Big Bang.
I don't know that I saw that episode either. I didn't watch the last couple of seasons of Big Bang. I've seen clips of it on Facebook. That's about it. I do love that show. I need to finish
I do love The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, speaking
It's a
of
great show.
Big Bang Theory and Grace Under Fire, created by Chuck Lorre.
That's right. That's
He's
right.
created lots of things.
Yeah.
That
He's
I
created Dharma and Greg, which I really love.
But the best thing about Chuck Lorre is he wrote the theme song to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in like 1988, and
I did not
it's a
know that.
banger.
love. All right.
Yeah.
And you didn't know Uncle Phil was Shredder, huh?
I knew Uncle Phil was Shredder.
Okay, good.
I just learned
job.
this
Yeah.
right now.
Family fun facts. Look at my timing.
yeah.
All right. So where are we at? What are we moving on to?
The
Are
fight,
we ready to
man.
actually?
Yeah.
The fight.
Oh, you gotta bring your fighters out. Tell us what they're walking up to and what they're wearing tonight.
Yeah,
Think
so
about
yeah, you
it.
gotta pick the
Oh,
music
that's
and what
right.
they're wearing.
Okay.
No pressure, go.
I'll start. All right. So Grace Kelly, she is a woman that takes no shit from anybody. She walks and she has her brown workman's boots. You know, the Carhartt
Timberlands.
steel toe boots. Watch out. She's got her cargo pants. She will empty her pockets of all her actual weapons before getting on to stage to fight. But she's wearing a few layered shirts because sometimes a shirt's got to come off when she throws a hit. So,
All right.
all right.
And what song is she walking up
She's
to?
walking up to I Will Survive because she's been through so much shit with her husband beating her, her recovery from alcoholism and her real life drug addiction, and, living that life of victory. I Will Survive. Brett Butler plays Gloria Gaynor. No. Grace Kelly. Okay, I'll stop.
All right. So Reba McEntire is gonna come out in her red dress, velvet trimming, and it fit her good, which
Classy.
is the dress that she describes in the song Fancy, which she covered. That's where that selling her into prostitution thing came in. I know I stumped you guys on that one. I'm
Full
sorry.
circle.
Yeah, full circle. She's kind of come out to I'm a Survivor, which is one of her own songs, and actually the theme song to the show, Reba.
So Reba's conceited, apparently.
You know what? Listen, when you're still hot at 65, you do what you want.
That is true. She is smoking hot.
Yeah.
Is she?
And that's Adam's
Is
part.
she?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's Adam's part.
That's Adam's part. Look her up.
This is me Googling.
All right,
Looking
so
for
we
her
need to
boobs.
roll to see who goes first.
You can roll first.
All right. I got a 1.
One.
Put me a 1.
I might be able to beat that.
4.
All right. So you've got first attack. Minnie.
So I roll.
Do you roll? Yeah. So you say a
Well,
funny
you
attack,
say your
like
attack and then
Oh,
roll
yeah.
your damage.
This is the single mom smackdown.
ooh, an 8.
An 8.
Damn,
Fucking
Reba
shit.
took a hit.
She fucking smacked the shit out of Reba.
All right, so I'm gonna bring Reba in with where the show was taking place with a Texas takedown. 8.
8.
Damn.
Here, you saw it happening.
Wow.
Time for some damage.
Time traveler.
All right.
you
All
get
right.
rid of
all right.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
This is
Okay.
for the collegiate uppercut because she went back to school, as a matter of fact. And here we go.
A 5. Damn.
Wow.
I need glasses, so it's difficult to see.
Sorry.
So I see your notes there. It says she stripped her way through college. Is that what it says there?
It does not say that she stripped her way through college. It just says that
There's
her
nothing
work,
wrong with
the pipeline company that she was working for stopped funding her education, and she just went on. They leave that to our imagination.
Well,
how
my
she funded her
imagination?
education.
Took me to a gentleman's
that.
club.
Well, sex work is real work.
That's
Hey.
right. That's right.
Speaking of sex work, we have an OnlyFans. Me and Jeremy will swing our dicks for money.
No, they won't. They're lying. They better be.
Moving on.
Is
Edit,
this news
edit.
to you, Kerry? It's news to
News to me.
me. Great. You know, we could start our own and like compete with them. We'd definitely do better.
You mean OnlyFans or a podcast?
I'm kidding. That's
What's
not
happening?
ever.
What's happening?
Poor Kerry. All right. So,
Come on, Reba.
so in the last few seasons of Reba went to real estate school and became a realtor. So we're gonna do the real estate roundhouse.
Ooh, it's a 1.
1 damage. It did not land
Just
well.
spun around and
Just spun around.
still spinning.
All right. Well, Grace Kelly's walking in with a blonde bimbo bust because she is no blonde bimbo. Right?
But she got them boobs.
Did you get that bus? Oh, that's a 1.
Aw.
Oh, that's me.
That's all right. It means I still have a fighting chance.
All right. So for those who are keeping score, we have Reba at 11 hit points, and we have Grace at 16 hit points.
All right.
Pretty good match.
Pretty good
so
match.
far.
So in the show, Reba plays Reba Hart. So we're coming in with the heart attack
Nice.
for 6 damage.
Nice.
I think that leaves us tied.
It sure does. It sure does.
No, it's 11 you, 10 Grace.
Okay.
I thought we had a different count before that roll,
Oh, I said
but
11.
yeah.
We're at 16.
No, it was 5 and 1, and then 1 and 6. So I am 1 ahead. So I know how to math.
all right. I don't.
Well, all right.
All right. Grace is coming in strong with the collegiate uppercut.
4?
And that's
Oh, 7.
a 7.
It's a 7.
Wow. She learned that at college.
Yeah.
Hey, Dean.
I'm learning.
All right. So in the show, she's got a son-in-law named Van. He's loaned her this move, the Van Vanquisher.
Oh, yeah.
For
And a 3.
Wah, wah.
she should have taken some tips from Jean-Claude Van. Damn.
All
Oh
right.
my God.
She's fighting her drug habit, and she's fighting Reba in real life and in the studio. Coming in strong with the junkie jab.
And that takes it.
Oh my God, what was it, an 8?
Bam.
Wow.
Bam.
Down.
Wow.
Now she can run off and live her dream. Dancing on Reba's face.
Yeah, for dollars.
I was gonna say
Or dollars.
in an
Take over
alley.
now.
What is she doing? What is she doing these days? Do we know where she's even
We
at?
don't know. We
Well-
don't know. Just be kind to homeless people, folks.
Yes, and addicts. It is not a choice, no matter what anybody tells you.
Well, if I'm gonna take one thing from this show, just keep on twerking.
Keep on twerking because it's working.
What?
But don't take our word for it.
Dead fight. Dead fight.
Jet bites.
Dead fight. Dead.
Hey, make sure and check out our post-fight interviews only on YouTube.